Welcome to Vlogmas and Happy New Year, guys. So, guys, you can see I have someone. He's already itching to talk. He's talking.
Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, Merry Year's to each and every one of you.
Anyway, guys, so you already know why he's here. I dropped it that after 2 years, and guys, guess what happened? After I said after 2 years he has finally agreed to come, he called me and was attacking me. He was like, "How can you say after 2 years? Is that even true? When is the last time that you're on this channel?" It's surely even more than.
Well, it's the appropriate time.
Appropriate time. Anyway, guys, I asked you to ask us any questions you had, and you guys came calling. You came with the questions, so I'll just go straight into it because we don't have a lot of time. So the first question is from Nadesh. Nadesh says, "How do you guys create time for each other after having 3 kids?" That's the first part. Yeah.
How do we create time for one another? To me, there is just no problem as far as time is concerned, because having 3 kids doesn't mean that they have come to take away your time. It's just an issue of realigning with the eventuality. So if we have 3 kids, initially we were 2 of us, and today we have 3 kids. I think that there's no issue of time.
Okay, lovely couple. Thank you very much. Have you all familiar with? Okay, are you all familiar with the 5 love languages? What is your top 2 or 3? You know love languages.
Come on, what are they?
You don't know. It's gifting, acts of service, how they call that other one? Quality time.
Yeah.
There are 5. I've forgotten the other ones, but there are 5 things that people like to be loved in different ways. So,
no, I think what I don't know, I definitely can respond to that. Excuse me.
Okay, and then the next one is, wow, this is nice. Can your husband stay for a month without his family being around him?
I think that based on my work, I often travel a lot to different areas for investment purposes. And I think
Myra, no.
at times it's so disturbing when you have to travel, you leave the children behind and you leave your entire family behind. But again, thank God there is social media, there is WhatsApp where you can call from distance and maybe make a video call, you see the children. But I think that as we grow older in a relationship, family management is best than maybe thinking about work all the time.
Okay. What advice can he give to a young man, lady who is searching for a partner?
Well, I think that I responded to that question 2 years ago.
These are new subscribers. They're only 2,000 now, they're 7,000.
Yes, I think that just make reference to this video 2 years ago, the subscriber.
You mean that's why you'll be saying all this because there are a lot of questions like that?
No, right.
If you were asked to relocate with your family, which country would be your destination?
If I have to relocate to another country, I think that Canada is the best option for me. I really like Canada a lot, more than the US as well as UK. So I think that my best option, yeah, my best option is Canada.
If Kaden decides to become a priest someday, what would be your reaction?
No, it's a good question, because firstly, the subscriber should understand that we are Presbyterians, and Presbyterians don't become priests.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Your child could still, somebody can still see something that is not from their church and the person admires it, and the person goes and joins the Catholic Church and decides to be a priest?
No, there is, firstly, I'm a Presbyterian. Another thing that I'm training my children in the spirit and in the norms and canons of the Presbyterian system. So definitely I should be talking about him being a pastor. But once again, at this stage in life, I'm educating my children. I'm a parent, and my focus is to give my children the best education that I can, and for them to grow up to make sound decisions for themselves. So I focus more on giving them the right education, so that when the time comes for them to make decision, the decision should be very sound one for their growth.
Okay. Mr. Ako, how do you feel about some of the negative comments your wife gets from social media? I don't get negative comments like that though.
Yes, if she gets negative comments on social media, it's part of the social media world. You know, there are people in life who are basically bent on the negative aspect of life. So if you decide to adopt a particular profession, it definitely means you already know the pros and the cons of that profession. So if people have to criticize, definitely you only need to pick out the positive message behind the criticisms. So I don't see any worries as far as that is concerned.
Hi, Mr. Eno. I really appreciate the independence you gave your wife to help her to enjoy herself. Do you think your relationship will be the same if she was not a YouTuber? So people want to cause me problem.
I think that the independence, she seized it rather than me giving her the independence, because you get to a point where somebody decides to do something, and you know, as an adult, there is just no way you can be behind an adult all the time. You only need to lay out your philosophy, and when the philosophy is laid, on that perspective, we can all align. So I think that the independence is that she decided to adopt is the right one based on her profession.
From time to time, do you advise her on the topic of the day?
Well, I think some time ago, there were periods where I myself, I'll come up with suggestions on topics, but at the end of the day, she's the YouTuber. I can only make suggestions. She is the only person who can adopt the suggestions.
Okay. At what age would you expect your daughter to have a boyfriend?
Like I already said in the previous question of if my son has to become a priest, at this stage in life, I'm a parent. I'm bent in giving my children the best education that they can, so that at a certain age, they should be able to make the rightful decision for themselves. So I will not be bothered about making decisions for my children.
Okay. So last time your husband was here, we heard about baby number 4. Is that still happening anytime soon?
Soonest. That should be soonest.
Oh, get this part. Secondly, do you ever stay with the kids and just allow one another have their me time every once in a while? And if yes, how do you truly feel about it?
Come again.
Do you ever stay with the kids and allow one another to have their me time?
Their
Me time, one another. Now, the question is just, are there times that you leave me alone with the baby for you to go and relax for yourself, and then I also leave you with the babies for me to go and relax for myself? And how do you feel about it?
No, I have no worries with that. I have no worries.
It might be too noisy, but we just have to shoot this, because if we don't do this now, we might not have time to do it again.
Definitely. So I think that having time for myself, or having time for myself and the kids, to me, I do that more often, because there are times that she goes out for YouTube events, and the YouTube events are always so many. So I always stay home with the kids, and guess what? I enjoy it. They are my kids.
The YouTube events are always so many.
Yeah, they are always, you go. In a month, I think you have about 2 to 3 YouTube events.
I don't have
And
YouTube
couple the
events
fact
like
that,
that. I have YouTube events once
out,
in a while, but I go out with my YouTube friends.
couple the fact that you have to go out for shootings, you have to go out to meet other people, and also with the fact that you do event planning. So at times you go out, I have to stay home. So
The next one is, which of your children is more like you? Either of you, personality wise, if any. Please elaborate. Say your own or say my own. And if you're wrong, I'll correct you.
in terms of character, Egbe is more of me in terms of attitude. I think Egbe is more of me in terms of attitude, which I really, so to me it's a carbon picture of myself.
Let me talk. For me, I feel that Myra has your attitude. Your attitude more. She's a lot like you. If people see Myra, all the things that Myra does on this channel, that's my husband. Yes. But he also has the counter. So Myra takes his out there part and then Caden takes his calmer side. For me, I feel like Monique is completely me. Monique is quiet. She doesn't talk too much. That's more of me. Really.
I totally agree. 100%.
For how long have you been together?
I think for 8 years plus.
You cannot count. 9 years plus. We're 8 years in marriage this December. Plus 1 year.
Okay, that's right.
Men never know. Okay. My people, this is Mercy. My
Okay.
people, I hear you. First, I'm excited for for him accepting to appear and chat with us again. Do you guys miss your single days? Question number 1.
I really do miss those days when I used to go outrightly to play football without necessarily receiving calls like, where are you?
Who asked you that? Where are you?
You ask all the time.
I don't. Yeah, the one that calls video call everywhere I go to
Where
ask where I am.
are
Don't-
you is like my identity
It's
card.
a lie, guys. I don't ask. I
That's
don't ask.
my
I only
identity
ask if
card.
it's getting too late and then he's not coming. But me, I tell him I've gone somewhere. He's calling and he doesn't call normal call, video call. So don't even try to put it on me.
Question number 2.
I don't really miss. For me, I don't see a lot of difference. So I don't really miss it. This is from Mr. Eno. What advice would you give to a couple who is about to say I do?
Is
still
Mercy
Mercy.
ready to say I do?
Yes, she's ready.
Okay,
Answer.
that's good. Oh, Mercy, that's good. Congratulations. For those who want to say I do, please be ready and be conscious that I do, there is no turning back. And when you want to turn back, you always result in chaos. So make sure you're making the right decision in terms of the person. Do you like the person? Do you have the means to pull on together in terms of finances, in terms of family, in terms of your vision, in terms of where you want to stay? Is there homogeneity in your attitude? So those are the kind of things you need to ask yourself. Those basic questions, and if you think that the answers can be yes, then I can encourage you. But please note that when you get involved, there is no turning back.
Your wife has pranked us a lot here. I would love you to take over her channel for 1 day and maybe do a prank on her. Is that something you can do?
Mercy, I'm not a YouTuber, so I don't know. I'm sure even my daughter above is best in YouTube than myself, so it's not my domain. So sorry, I can't do that.
At what age do you think it's advisable for parents to start educating their kids on sex education? Thanks again and hope it won't take too long for another grand appearance.
Well, the appearance on the channel depends on different factors.
By what?
she has her ways of doing things. I'm not a YouTuber in the first place, so it's not my style. So coming to be present all the time on the channel, to me, it's so difficult.
Yeah, that's the first part of education.
What's the first part?
Sex education. When is the right time to give your children sex education?
Well, I think that society changes a lot, and as we face a lot of changes in society, we need to align with we need to align with things are going on. If I think that the children are going faster than what I expect them, then I can start doing it at an early stage. But again, what I have in mind is not about that. At this stage in life, I bother much about my children's education.
Education is not, that is still part of education. Sex education is still part of education.
Well,
a lot of children are getting molested because their parents are keeping it that no, not talk now, not talk now. So it's something that you have to obviously talk about.
Well, that's why we're a couple. If I can do it, my wife.
So you're saying that you're going to be ashamed to talk about sex with your children?
If I can do it,
anyway, for
then
me,
my wife will be able to do it.
Let
That's
me answer for me. I'm not going to risk my children. So as early as 8, 9, I'll start educating my children about sex. I've already started now, telling them that don't leave anybody to touch here. If anybody does this, come and tell me. Those are just the little things I'm doing. And as time is going on, I'm going to be telling them everything, because I'm not about to leave somebody to come and do bad thing with any of my children.
That's good.
The next thing is, what's the deal breaker in your relationship?
Come again.
What's the deal breaker in your relationship? What is the thing that you cannot take that if it happens, you're just going and leaving me halfway?
My dear, I've already had so many deal breakers, but I'm still.
If you are still there, it means it's not a deal breaker. Deal breaker is the thing that if it happens, you're never telling me that good morning, you're gone.
I've already had so many deal breakers, but I'm still here.
Guys, for me, I don't feel like I know my deal breaker. I'm going to know the deal breaker when it happens. For now, I cannot tell, because I noticed in life that sometimes you can be talking. Like, if this particular thing happens, I'm just going to go, and then the thing happens, and you still find yourself there. So when it comes to deal breakers, I really don't know. There are things that I said I cannot take, but the things happened, and I was still there. So it's going to happen when it happens.
This one at times shouts at me so bad.
I shout at you when you have not shouted at me.
I have to take it.
I shout at you when you have not shouted at me. I'm a mad woman. I don't get to start shouting now.
At times you shout at me.
I shout at you when you have not shouted at me.
So at the end of the day, we have to move on,
What do you love most about? What does he love most about you? Tell me. If he only loves anything, what do you love most about me? Tell me.
She's a caring mother, and
so you love her because of mother. So if they move mother from me, hey,
I've just started.
This is what I have to deal with.
I've just started.
Continue, Papa.
You want to truncate the way I approach a question?
Uncle, sorry, I don't know terms. I'm not truncate.
So, firstly, she's a good mother. At a certain age, when you want to get married, you want a lady who is able and capable of taking good care of the children. On that perspective, she's great. So I really like that so much about her. And come and get the question.
What do you love most about her?
Another aspect about her is she's calm, but there is one small, let's say, witchcraft in that calmness. It therefore means that she's a calm person, but not as calm as you might think. Yeah, so I like that calm aspect in her, even though you have to be very careful. Not all lions not when you see a lion asleep, don't always think that you can get that lion. So a lioness, I beg your pardon. When you find a lioness asleep, never think that you can always get a lioness. So I like the fact that she's a calm person.
How is married life?
They didn't ask what I don't like.
No, they don't want to know. They know that I'm perfect. Leave it.
What?
Okay, the next question. How is married life / sex life after kids?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sex life after kids. Oof, that is a problem. Now, this is how I'm going to approach it. Sex life after kids, there are times that I have to wait at 10 p.m. before maybe my wife will tell me, okay, no, you have to wait. The kids are still awake. In order to make love to her, maybe you have to wait for the kids to go to bed.
So you want to be doing it when the children are up. You have to traumatize them.
So the kids could go, the kids have their room,
Don't make a
either
man
are they in the parlor, or so more often I have to wait. And at times, the unfortunate aspect at times is that I'll wait and finally fall asleep and I'll miss the rendezvous. So that's sex life for me as a parent. And many times I've missed the rendezvous and I have to wait again for the catch up, but the catch up will really come just like that.
Do you let your kids do house chores or their
Of
nanny
course.
or house help does it?
Of course, I love that a lot. Because what I mostly do is I try to let the children, I start telling them to remove their plates when they eat. I tell them maybe when they remove their dirty clothes, they have to put it in the dirty bucket. When they spill water on the floor.
How you can say that way? Because they are making us
when they spill water on the floor, I always try to ensure that they get a rack and clean up the mess. So that's how I try to educate the children. They shouldn't rely on, and it makes it so beautiful. And the nanny also enjoys it because they also give the nanny a lot of time to rest.
Okay. How do you resolve conflicts in marriage?
I'm sure we discussed that. Just refer the person to the rest of the video.
Does your husband support your YouTube channel to grow?
Support could be in different forms. There are times that maybe they have their YouTube meetings, I have to carry things to the meeting ground. That's part of support. There are times that she will definitely have to go for those things and I'll grant permission. That's part of support. So I think that at the end of the day, we are out there to support one another.
How does your husband deal with you being a social media person?
Honestly, it's a 50-50. I really didn't appreciate that. But again, when you find yourself in a scenario where my wife doesn't have a full-time job, and we are in a society where having a job is so difficult, so I think that she found so much excitement in what she's doing. So the only thing I can do is to encourage her to proceed in whatever she's been doing, and the only thing is for her to keep doing it well and to improve, let's say, the life of other Cameroonians.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you want him to come back, you know how it goes. Go and hype him in the comment section. He likes to be reading people's comments and people are hyping him. He's going to want to come back if you hype him. Okay, so so if you want us to do like a video on finances and things like that, okay, go and hype him.
Investment, audits.
No, not audit. We don't talk audit here. Finance and investment. If you want that kind of us to do that kind of video, good and fine. Just hype him now. It's going to make him want to come back, and then we'll do that one and we'll do more videos. And that's not, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Happy New Year again. I hope this video should be going up on New Year's Day. I hope your year has started on a good foot. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I am going to see you some other time. Love you. Bye.
Do not drink and drive. We're in the Christmas and we are in the festive season. Wish you good luck.
Even Bobo laugh.